Drunk driving. Driving with a certain concentration of alcohol in the blood is a technical definition of drunk driving, cited from Wikipedia. The thing is, a person shouldn't be driving with any concentration of alcohol in their blood. Whether it's a beer or a whole keg, your driving will be impaired, whether you would like to admit it or not. Most people like to believe that they can drive as good as Jeff Gordon after drinking, but the road is not a racetrack, and drinking and driving isn't something to be proud of. Drunk driving can ruin so many relationships and lives, it is unbelievable. Reasons to avoid drunk driving are because you can cause danger to yourself, you can cause danger to others, and it is illegal and just plain reckless. I'm not quite sure why one would want to put themselves in danger. Getting behind the wheel after drinking is never a joking matter. Most people seem to believe that it is perfectly okay to drive after drinking if they feel normal or sober. The thing is, getting behind the wheel puts your own life in jeopardy, whether one wants to believe it or not. In 2008, over 17,000 people were killed in the United States in alcohol-related motor vehicle traffic crashes with a blood alcohol content of 0.01 or higher, cited from alcoholalert.com. 0.01 is the lowest blood alcohol content one can have. This can be just from one beer, but it still ends lives. When a person decides to drive drunk, they endanger themselves, but at the same time can cause a trickle-down effect and affect so many others. When someone gets into a car and prepares to drive drunk, they put everyone on the road in danger, especially people who get into the car with them. Back in middle school, I had a math teacher whose son decided to drive drunk. Unfortunately, he had his best friend in the passenger seat. The son ended up losing control and crashing through a guardrail and into a tree. He lived, but his best friend died on impact. The son is now in jail and facing many years in prison. Not only does he have to live with the idea that he drove drunk and killed his best friend, but also the idea that he ruined a great relationship with his family and his friend's family. I don't think I have ever seen someone as depressed as my math teacher did, even months after the accident happened. How would you feel if you murdered your best friend and lived? Imagine living with that cloud over your head. Imagine just living with the idea that it all happened because you decided to play Superman and drive drunk. I'm guessing it's not something you want to live with. Not only is drunk driving hurting yourself and others, but come to find out, it's actually illegal. Over the year, cops across the country make arrests for people driving under the influence. As much as it happens, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be ceasing. Everyone does reckless things throughout their lives. The thing is, I don't see drunk driving as reckless. Dropping into a 15-foot half-pipe is reckless. Going skydiving is reckless. But driving drunk is deadly. It's something that you decide to control and can never control. Deciding to break the law because you can't walk home, or look soft in front of your peers, or give in to the reality that you are unable to drive isn't reckless, it's deadly. To get behind the wheel after drinking is never the answer. It's never the solution. It's never the way out. Getting behind the wheel after drinking is the answer and solution to hurting yourself, hurting others, and breaking the law. I had a friend back in high school that killed his girlfriend in a drunken driving collision with another car. I'm sure that he's not thinking about the scar across his face, or about the fact that his right hand is paralyzed. I know he lives with pain every day with the remembrance that he lost the love of his life, along with injuring his two best friends. I'm so thankful that I do not have to live with the pain that all the people I talked about today do. The only thing I did to avoid living with this pain was tell myself that I will not accomplish anything but tragedy if I drive drunk. I hope that all of you are smart enough to keep your lives safe and the lives around you safe. Please For the sake of all that suffered because of drunk driving, don't drink and drive. I may be changing it a little. I don't know.